Okay, so today was my 5th day. It's so hard to believe. I feel like I've been here forever. I mean, and I love it. Today was actually a rough day, but I still really love it. Oh goodness. So, what happened today? Today, the kids were crazy. You can tell that they are all so ready for summer. They're ready to be done with school. They're ready for a break. I don't blame them, but it's kind of hard when there's one staff, 2 volunteers, and like 20 kids, and the kids are just not having it. But no, the staff, again, they handle it like champs. It's amazing. I mean, not just how professional, but honestly, like, they don't let the kids know that it gets to them, and that's really important. And so, like, I'm very in awe that they're doing that. Let's see here. There is 3 girls playing together today, and one was, I think she's Native American, one was black, and one was white. And I don't know, I just feel like that's kind of like the dream. Like, they're playing together. And I mean, there was a little mishap, and one of the girls threw a shoe and it accidentally hit another girl's eye, and that was rough. But I mean, still, like, getting to see them play like that wasn't something that I grew up seeing, like, firsthand. And I think that's so cool. Like, that they're all hanging out together, and I hope that, you know, like, it's not a colorblind issue, but just that, like, they really do just love each other because of who they are. And I think that is what it was. And so I just really like seeing that. There was another incident where I had to get on to a little boy, and he was black, and he was just running around and being crazy, as, I mean, they all were. Like, it wasn't just him that I was getting on to, but he was just yelling and running and jumping, and it was kind of ridiculous. And I just, like, say his name, and he's like, "I'm black," and just runs off. And I just kind of stood there, and I'm like, yep, you're not wrong. I don't know, like, I guess it just kind of, like, tells me that at least he's growing up not believing, like, the colorblind thing. Like, oh yeah, like, we don't talk about the fact that we look different. And I think that's really important, because that's something that we read about in quite a few readings, of just, like, turning a blind eye. Like, even black kids saying, oh, like, we don't actually say, like, you know, we're black, they're white. Like, it's just kind of like hush hush. And so I'm really appreciate that that's not something that's going on there, at least for him. He's very aware, which is good. I don't know. It's so much fun. Like, we played ultimate tag, and and it was a good time. I really enjoy volunteering here. I literally look forward to it every week. Like, it went from something that was kind of anxiety inducing, and like, oh no, I'm not gonna be there on time, like, I'm not gonna, like, know where I'm supposed to be, to now, like, I know my group, I know my kiddos, almost all of them by name at this point, thank goodness. And it's just so much fun. I love them. They're so sweet. I have noticed, though, that there are like 2 students that know my name. I don't think any of the staffers actually know my name, which is kind of hilarious. I think it's funny. But yeah, so it's just been, like, interesting, because I'm just, like, watching them, like, are you gonna say my name? Like, have you figured it out yet? Or are you gonna ask? Like, I can almost, like, feel like they're like, should we? No, it's too late at this point. We can't let her know. And I'm just like, I know. And I'm just thinking, how often does it happen to kids? You know, in school, like, that the teacher just forgets your name, and instead of being humble and just saying, you know, I forgot your name, I'm sorry, what's your name? You know, they just kind of pretend that they know it, and the kid knows that they don't know it, because they always call them, or hey, or you, or volunteer in my case. Like, literally, they're just like, he's just like, my volunteer. And I'm like, the volunteer has a name, but I'm pretty sure you don't know it. But it's just funny to me. Like, yeah. It honestly is. It's hilarious. It's hilarious that they don't know my name. And I mean, like, they don't, and it's like, it's not their fault. Like, they may have seen it one time on my card. Like, there was never a time, like, for introductions. It was kind of like the first day, he was just like, oh, you're with me? Okay, cool beans. And we just went off, and I've worked with him ever since. Doesn't know my name. But it's okay. Because we don't, like, get our own badges. We just get, like, visitor or volunteer badges. So it's like, what's he supposed to do? And how do you, like, nudge? And, like, I'm trying to figure out how I'm, like, gonna, like, you know, sneak it in there. Like, hey, this is my name. But yeah, that's my day.